Welcome to ALB Angling. Today I'm teaching you how to cook the burbot. I went out the other evening to this lake that's known for having some solid burbot. I lucked out on one just after the sun set. Took it home, I'm ready to fillet it. Pretty easy to fillet these guys, you can kind of just peel off the skin like a banana with some pliers. Got my little bowl of meat, I'm ready to go. Always make sure you rinse your fish. For the first way I was cooking this, I just chunked it up into a whole bunch of little pieces, put them in a bowl. With the other half, I took some nice solid fillets. I'm going to grill or fry those later. As you can see, decent amount of meat from one fish. Weirdest way I've ever cooked fish, guys. You're supposed to boil it in 7-Up, and they call this fish the poor man's lobster because it allegedly tastes like lobster. I'll let you know how it goes at the end of the video. Always make sure to salt your 7-Up. Doesn't work the same if you don't.
Shout out LB Angling!
So yeah, you're just going to want to throw those little cubes of meat into the boiling 7-Up or Sprite if you choose. I probably could have had the heat a little bit higher here, but it worked out just the same, so it doesn't really matter. Keep in mind, this is my first time trying this method, so I'm trusting the process just as much as you will be. You don't want to overcook your fish, so pull it out after like 5-7 minutes of boiling in the 7-Up. It's going to be a pretty scummy solution, but scoop it out with a slotted spoon, you'll be just fine. After that, I threw the second half of my meat into the same nasty concoction I have here on the stove. Tasted fine, so I don't see the issue. Now the most important part, you're going to want to refrigerate it after it's done cooking. You dip it in hot garlic butter after, so it works out. Pretty good if you ask me. Yeah, speaking of garlic butter, I had a frozen block of butter, so it was pretty hard to chop up, but pretty simple recipe. You just put garlic and butter together. So yeah, you take your minced garlic, add it to the butter in a saucepan, put it on a warm element to mix them together, melt the butter and everything. Should look something like this. Now for the second half of my meat that I left in fillets, I'm using this Cajun fish and fry that I bought from the store. You can make your own too, I'm sure it'll work just the same. Just use some flour and spices. But yeah, I just coated my fish, set it all aside. I'm going to fry it up. All you need is a frying pan with about 1/4 inch of oil in the bottom. Heat it up, and you can just grab your nice seasoned pieces and plop them right in there. I found that this fish really liked to curl up when it cooked. If you have any tips to prevent that, drop them in the comments. I'd love some help. But otherwise, worked really well. Nice and crispy. Delicious, if you ask me. I also kept some pieces of the belly, which is supposed to be the best part of the fish. Really firm and tasty. Fried it up too. I'm going to compare the two different styles of cooking at the end and see which I like better. Yeah, I've got this nice plate of fried fish. Let's see what the comparison does. I got some of my family members to try it. Overall, I'd say that the more unique style was the garlic butter and cold fish. But on the day-to-day, I would just pick the grilled one. It did taste better. I'm not opposed to either way. Thank you for watching my video. This is ALB Angling. Tune in for more content coming soon. I hope this recipe worked for you. Goodbye.